This video will demonstrate creating a project in 6. You can go to your Start menu, Projects, and you can click New Project, or you can go to the Manage Projects interface. From here, to create a new project, click New and Project. This will open up the New Project wizard, and you can select from an existing client, or you can create a new client from scratch or import from Outlook or QuickBooks. Go ahead and select an existing client. I will name this. And then if you want to make any other changes here, you certainly can. If a contact did not come in with the existing client, you may want to associate a primary contact to that client. But here you can create a new one, or find an existing contact to pull in or import from Outlook. Here you can see the site address came in, followed by the billing address. Here you can assign resources to a project. You can always come back and edit this stuff later, but whoever you know that's going to be involved in the job right now, you can choose. Go ahead and pick a few people here. And we'll put one more and hit assign. Now over here you can see that the primary contact is already listed for people associated with the project file. If you want to, you can add more here. You might want to add a builder or a contractor, an architect, anybody else working on the project file. You can certainly do that. The next step is if you want to enter a scope of work, like a full description of what's going on in the job, you can copy and paste into this field. You can type directly in it. You can also insert snippets if you've created those. Snippets are just pre-saved bits of text, and you can create those right here. The next step is where you're going to define the location types and the locations for the project file. So the default here being building, floor, room. But since this is a small project, I really don't want to identify the floors. So I'll take that level out of the hierarchy over here. So now I'm left with just building and room. So now when you start adding the actual names over here, you first identify any buildings on the job. In this case, I'm going to go to more building locations and choose main. And again, this is all pulling from your settings inside of 6. So I've added the main house, and now I'll just add a few rooms here. And you can type in a brand new room name, or of course pick from the list. Go to more, it'll show you everything that you've put in your list. In this case, I'm just going to type in a new room here and call this Private Cinema. And one more. Go ahead and hit a new room here, and we'll call it the Equipment Room. Now, of course, you can edit these at any point once you start working on the project file. So go to Next, and here you're going to define any systems involved in this project. So just some brief examples here in this list. I'm going to go ahead and say that there is going to be, I don't have what I want here, so I'm just going to call it Home Theater. Choose Next. And here we have an initial deposit and a final deposit. This is your payment schedule that will print on the contract report. You can make modifications here. You can add lines. You can move these up and down in the list. The only rule is that this column here equals 100%. Choose Next. And if you want to add any custom fields, you certainly can. These would have been set up by you in your control panel. I'm not going to use any, so I'm just going to simply hit Save. And this is now going to open the project file for edit. This is where you're going to add any products that you want in here, any labor that you want to add in here, and then run reports